Welcome back to Pandora's Box. And now...
Or Diabolical Box.
Exactly. Welcome back, sirs. My deepest apologies for the long wait. Let me show you to your seats.
Great! It's finally time to eat!
My sentiments exactly.
Agreed! Finally! You'd think they were famishing us. Well, look at all these choices! It's enough to make my head spin.
Oh, look over there. There's some sort of commotion going on.
This food sucks!
You call this hot...
I'm right.
Go ahead.
You call this hot cuisine? I call it slop! Are you telling me you serve this to our customers?
I'll make up some more right now, sir.
You better, otherwise your ass is fucking fired! Get that mess out of my sight assistant!
But of course, I'm very sorry to have displeased you.
Displeased? Does this look displeased to you? And another thing, look at these vases in that picture. Talk about no taste. Remove them immediately.
But sir, that piece of quintessential work by the world-renowned...
But the words were out.
I don't care if the Queen of England painted it. Please be quick about it.
Wow, Beluga has no respect for the Queen, apparently. Yeah, of course, sir.
But
don't worry.
why don't you say that to the Queen's face herself, wise guy?
Isn't that the same man we saw earlier?
That was indeed Mr. Beluga. I mean, Luke. It's a shame that picture wasn't to his taste. I think it's marvelous, even though I can't see it. Speaking of pictures, Luke, I have a most intriguing puzzle for you.
And here we go again.
I work
What did you say?
Professor,
I work
Professor,
hard.
you really need to get to your Puzzled Anonymous group.
The drawing below is made up of
How
curved
are
lines that
puzzles bad?
interested to create sections. If you want to color in the entire canvas so that no section touches a section of the same color, that's the fewest number of colors you can use. You can use a color as many times as you like, as long as it doesn't touch a section with the same color. Once you have your answer, touch Input Answer and enter the number of colors. Why don't you take a closer look at the corners of the drawing? You can complete most of the drawing using only 2 colors, but did you notice that there's one pesky area down in the bottom left corner that requires an additional color? So, yeah, basically you can use 3 colors, and however there's only one. Well, you'll see. As soon as I click on the answer, everything will become clear. Damn, playing with the mouse.
Nah, I'm used to it.
I'm more...
But then again, that's me.
Yeah, that's you. I'm used to the stylus. That's right, you'll need 3 colors to fill in the drawing. Most of the drawing can be done with 2 colors, but one pesky area in the bottom left corner requires a 3rd color to complete.
Touch. Expertly solved, Luke.
Without a doubt. I'm Sherlock Holmes .30, since apparently that ace attorney over there already took the name Sherlock Holmes 2.0.
I feel the rest is in order. Let's retire to our room. Oh no, wait, Luke, you can't retire yet. You're only 10.
Hello there, sorry to interrupt your game, but there's something important you should know.
Oh, what now? This wasn't in my contract.
As you progress through the story, some puzzles will disappear from their original locations. These puzzles are then moved to Granny Riddleton's shack, where they can be solved at any time.
Professor, does a Granny Riddleton live in a curious village?
Long story,
Yeah.
Luke, long story. Hide body of person on the table.
The Professor and Luke decide to return to the room in carriage 3.
Who said that?
The narrator.
Nobody.
I'm the narrator, and I have the
Hey,
power.
we're getting paid more than me, how dare you. Now, what do we have here?
My boy, my sweet little boy, you've got to do something right this instant. Search the entire train. Madam, please calm down so I can understand the situation.
Oh, Inspector Chelmy, I had no idea you were on board.
Well, if it isn't Mr. Layton, what are the chances, eh?
By the way, you're not that fake, are you?
Well, enough small talk. I have other matters to attend to, namely a missing child. It seems this woman's child has gone off somewhere. I don't suppose you've seen him around.
No, I don't believe I've seen any young boys.
Well, what about me?
I don't believe I've seen any young boys.
My little boy went off and he hasn't
That's right,
returned
I'm
yet.
a gentleman.
I'm simply at my wits and I'm worrying about it. Gentlemen, and the minute you drop whatever it is you're doing and help me find my boy.
But what if it's making world peace?
She's been going on like this from the moment I walked in.
I understand your concern, madam. My assistant and I will be glad to aid you in your search.
We will?
We'll have the best chance of recovering your son if we start searching immediately. See, Luke, you can be my equal if you try.
Are you still
Oh
here?
yeah, of course.
If you have time to stand around talking, hurry up and bring my boy back. It seems the only clues we have to go on are this shoe and that the tag left behind and his name, Tom.
Tom who?
not
Tom
find
Baker?
this.
I've tried to squeeze more details out of this woman, but it's useless.
Man, it really would suck if he happened to have jumped off the train if you haven't been able to find him yet.
So that's our clue that we have.
This is one of Tom's shoes. It's positively tiny, isn't it?
Yes, I find it quite curious myself, Luke. Very puzzling indeed.
Let me guess, this is eventually going to lead into another puzzle. I didn't think children with feet this size could even walk.
Indeed.
You got Tom's shoe. You can find items you pick in the professor's trunk. So, fifth mystery. While riding on the Molentary Express, Babette's little boy, Tom, manages to disappear. If the shoe he left behind is any indication, Tom must be a very young child. Where could a child that small have wandered off to? The professor and Luke decide to help search for Tom, Babette's little boy.
Ah, how sweet.
Well, it's the duty of any true gentleman to help a lady in need.
It was certainly a surprise to see you on board, Inspector. May I ask what brings you here?
During the investigation, we stumbled upon the late doctor's diary. Its pages detail the doctor's final days, which led me to this train. But since that investigation is none of your business, that's all I can tell you, Mr. Layton.
How rude!
None of our business. We were the ones who pointed you to the clearly placed rope outside the open window on the crime scene.
Luke and I would be glad to offer our assistance in the matter.
We'll try not to make you look too stupid.
Oh, I'm sure you would. I've heard about you, Layton. You've got like a reputation for poking your nose into other people's business. Yeah, indeed he does. Which we'll see in the prequels.
Help!
Well,
I can't move my arm.
It is the mind of a true gentleman to do
A
such.
shoe shop thief. A woman in a shoe shop pays for a 30-pound pair of shoes with a 50-pound note. The salesman doesn't have enough change, so he goes to the shop next door to break the 50-pound note, returns to his shop and gives the woman her change. A while later, the shopkeeper from next door storms into the shoe shop. It turns out that the note he gave her was a fake. The mortified shoe salesman gives the shopkeeper 50 pounds from the till to apologize. Neither the customer nor the shoes she took are found. In total, how much did the shoe shop lose? Anyone
Want to take a guess?
had the shoe salesman not gone next to get the change? Since he used a fake note, the change the salesman got from next door was essentially money for nothing. He gained 50 pounds. In returning the money, he later lost 50 pounds. The sneaky customer ended up getting away with shoes costing 30 pounds as well as 20 pounds in change.
50 pounds?
Let's see. Good one.
You know,
Luke.
this reminds me of the cultural differences between Ace Attorney when it comes to, like, the American version or the British version.
Yeah, I believe in the American version they say $50 instead of 50 pounds, but it doesn't really matter. It's all about the numbers, not the currency, so. The shoes the customer made off cost 40 pounds, and the change the salesman gave her cost him another 20 pounds, bringing his total losses to 50. The salesman received 50 real money in exchange for the fake note from the shopkeeper next door, and then gave her 50 pounds back when she discovered the note he gave was fake. These last two transactions cancel each other out. It seems your fame is entirely undeserved. Nevertheless, this is my case, so I'll be searching for Tom alone. Conduct your own search if you like, but don't get your hopes up.
So this is a complete waste of my time.
Indeed, it seems to be, Professor.
What the heck?
Pedro is going fast, because he likes doing that.
It doesn't, that particular piece of dialogue doesn't matter, so...
What's this? Something's fallen behind here.
A hat.
Tom has got to be one of the
It appears
smallest
to be a
babies
cup of
in the
some
world.
sort, but I don't think I can reach it from here.
Maybe the cap belongs to Tom.
Luke, you go behind the shelf and get it yourself. We certainly shouldn't rule out that possibility.
So does this mean we're gonna take it? Oh, Hey, since we're on the subject of caps, have you heard of this one, Professor?
Wait, you're giving me mysteries now? Luke, what have I told you? I'm the main star here.
A teacher had everyone in their class close their eyes. While none of the students were looking, she slipped caps into their heads and said, "Okay everyone, open your eyes and look at your friends' caps. Whoever sees 4 or more people wearing red caps gets a red balloon, and whoever doesn't gets a blue balloon." This teacher is insane. In a class of 10 children, only some got a red balloon, but how many?
Wow.
This is
Most
what
BS teacher you'll ever find.
this is another one. This is another one of the more brain-teasing ones where you really have to think logically to solve this one. But I'll show the hints to give it some help. All right.
Thank you.
The puzzle says that some of the children received red balloons. This means some children saw 4 or more red caps. If there were, say, 3 children wearing red caps, then no one would get a red balloon. So there must be 4 or more children wearing red caps. So it's about thinking about the various possibilities that you can, the very possible scenarios, if you prefer. The puzzle says that some of the children received a red balloon. By definition, therefore, not all the children received a red balloon. What would be the number of red hats that would allow everyone to receive a red balloon? The answer is less than that number. So it's a good idea to try to figure out the number that would be required for everyone to receive a balloon and go from there. If all 10 children were wearing red caps, then everyone should see at least 4 and would get a red balloon. But no child can see the cap on their own head. With this in mind, ask yourself how many children would receive a red balloon if 9 of them were red hats. What about if 8 did? 7. Keep going down this line and remember the fact that they can't see the cap on their own head, and you'll figure it out. It's 6. So once again, it's all about logical thinking.
Yep.
Ha! Wonderful.
Yes, wonderful.
That's right. You know that only some children got red balloons. If 5 or more children were wearing a red cap, every child in the class would see at least 4 red caps and get a red balloon. So it must be fewer than 5. You see, Shiro, this is exactly what I was talking about in terms of you getting Pandora's Box as your first looking game, because the puzzles in Pandora's Box are some of the hardest in the series. So,
okay. I'm still waiting on Curious Village.
Well, there are guides for the games online anyways.
You can't stump me because I am a professor. Better luck next time, Luke. But now we better return to searching for that lost little boy.
So they have
also,
this.
Ha ha! I beat you.
Yeah.
Just wondering, Pedro, since I never failed on this puzzle, if you do trip up on this puzzle one time, is there a different line of dialogue?
I actually never tripped in this one either, so I'm afraid I can't answer that question.
Ah.
But by the time I got this
Is
game,
Layton falling asleep?
no, he's deep in thought.
And what is he doing?
That was bad, even for Mr. Beluga.
You mean he always blows up at you like that?
Let me get.
I mean,
I'm told I can't get.
I knew you were gonna do that joke.
that's awful. You and the others shouldn't have to put up with him bullying you like that.
I'm surprised he didn't go full blown Eggman and go, "Hello, I can still hear you now." He always says, "Okay." I mean, even the plates we use in the dining car are custom made. The craftsmanship is amazing.
Amazing.
Take a look
How
at the fine
spoiled.
detail on the bottom.
Actually, I don't think I need to see that.
Ugh.
On your plate.
This one's yours, Professor.
The plate.
What?
This is another perspective kind of puzzle.
Oh my god, it's the Millennium Puzzle.
Remember the puzzle David Cage gave us back in the sewers of Curious Village, where?
Yes.
Well, this is another one of those type of puzzles where you have to think about the perspective of how many triangles fit in the bigger triangle. You don't need to do any kind of special calculation here. How would things look if you rotated a small triangle? So remember how in Curious Village we also had to rotate the square. So it's the same kind of puzzle.
I remember this one well.
So I'm not gonna bother trying to explain how to solve this puzzle because we've done it before. So I'm just gonna show the hints like I always do, and well, when it's necessary, like when it comes to simple puzzles that don't need hints, I don't show them. But yeah, 4.
Just leave it to me.
I do believe he gave
That
the puzzle
was
to
almost too
you. Gave the
easy.
puzzle to me, didn't you, Luke?
Well, apparently I was wrong, and I got it right still.
Damn you!
Well, I am one of the best assistants you'll ever find.
Gosh, you got an eye for this kind of thing. As they are, I'm sure Mr. Beluga will find a reason to complain about these plates too.
These plates are shiny. Get them away.
But okay, fine.
I wouldn't be surprised. I suppose rich people can just afford to be picky.
You're one to talk, Luke.
Alright. So let's keep investigating. See what's...
Search for Tom Baker.
Tom Jones? Tommy Lee Jones?
Maybe. Oh, whoa. Hold on.
Flora?
Oh,
Is everything
shoot.
alright, miss?
That reminds me, Shiroi, you still with us?
I'm fine, thank you. Excuse me.
Oh.
Yes, I am. I am.
Okay.
Ah, good. Just checking.
Finding
Yes,
it
that's,
difficult.
that's right, people. Shiroi is, how do I put this?
She has a sore throat.
Yeah.
say, did she seem familiar to you at all, Professor?
Yes, now that you mention it, something about her did seem rather familiar, as you say.
It felt like her sprite looked so similar.
That's Tom. that would be.
Go ahead, Dwebs. You be.
Oh, a passenger. Sorry, sir. No trouble at all, my good man. I take it you're not a passenger then. Nah, I'm just a mechanic in it. I guess I'm along the right just in case that mate goes belly up. Oh no, yeah, don't make jokes about my hair, please. As you can see, she's sound as a pound. Makes my job dead easy. In fact, I got so much free time, I made up a puzzle all by myself. How about it then, mate?
That's right. This is what people do in their spare time. They create puzzles.
I'm surprised they didn't call him Richard.
Oh,
You're short for Richard,
I actually
right?
really love this one. After years of bad business,
Yeah.
a zoo has finally run out of money to buy food for its animals. Bellies rumbling from days with no food, the animals make a plan to escape the zoo. After prizing open the rusty bars on their cages, the animals attempt to find their way through the maze-like paths at the zoo. Who the hell builds a zoo like a maze? Touch the picture of each animal you think made it safely out of the zoo, and then touch submit to answer. So
Wow, most insanely designed structure of an advertisement of a zoo I can think.
So yeah, this
Seriously,
is
isn't this sort of kind of dangerous considering how you could end up in one of the animal pits on complete accident?
Yeah. So yeah, this is a maze
Imagine if you
puzzle. We all
accidentally
know.
walked right into
My theory.
We all know how maze puzzles work, so I didn't bother explaining.
A
You know,
true
we all know how
leaves no
mazes
puzzle
work.
unsolved.
I mean, this is something that everybody has done.
Oh, you think Sarah's like that, Dwebs? Just wait till we get to Apollo Justice, where we get to a certain character
Oh,
with hair
yeah.
even more phallic.
Oh yeah.
Which I will be voicing, because I actually like Darian Crayson.
Indeed.
Yes. Ugh, blimey, you didn't half-polish that one off quickly. I guess it's back to the drawing board for me.
Well,
Back to the drawing board.
Yes,
Still
and
late,
do something about your hair, please. It looks phallic as hell.
Yeah. I mean, dang.
well, she still looks.
Nothing will top UA from Last Airbender.
Hello there, sunny boys. Ever get an old knock-kneed who's probably from terrifyingly hard puzzles? Well, have no fear. The beautiful and clairvoyant Granny Riddleton stands before you, ready to help.
Weren't you say, Mister?
We're gonna
Just
get
as I thought.
the easy
Who else
puzzle.
Who else could this tiny house belong to?
Yeah, we're gonna
Hey,
just.
wait a second. What are you doing here anyway?
So you've heard of me, huh, Shorty? Good to know I'm still a hit with the young ones.
But I've met you before. What do you mean? Of course I've heard of you. We've met before, remember?
Nope, I suspect you got the wrong granny, boy. Never seen you before in my life. But you're here now, so that means you want my help.
Not really.
Oh, I don't need to be so modest. Allow me to thank you for visiting and my bestowing a little tidbit with you. My specialty, you see, is puzzles, and we all know what this is, so I decided to skip this over.
Oh gosh.
What
It's
did
like
she
she
say? I
pulled an
couldn't catch that.
It's Pedro, what you did? It's like she pulled a Wendy Old bag.
Yeah. Which I wouldn't be surprised if it was intentional. Well, anyway, we're still searching for Tom, basically. Let's see what Chami's got. If you find that missing boy, be sure to tell me.
Oh,
So you
Thank
can
you for
take
your
credit
help.
for our work.
That's always how it is. Actually, in the prequel trilogy, we actually learned that Layton used to help the Scotland Yard solve crimes. So
But he gave up because,
So the Scotland Yard. So basically,
He became addicted to puzzles.
So basically, Scotland Yard in this world is so incompetent that they turned for a professor of archaeology to help.
But it's Layton.
Ouch.
I mean,
How can she?
How can she sleep at a time like this?
I imagine she tired herself out fretting over her child's disappearance. Come, Luke, the sooner we find the lad, the sooner we can put this poor lady's mind at ease. Don't touch her, Luke!
Pretty at ease.
Touch one, sir.
Oh, look at this, Professor. It's...
Food scraps, if I'm not mistaken. Either that or it's someone's,
Do you suppose Tom wandered into the kitchen to grab something?
Well, it is possible that if that's the case, the child certainly is lacking in the manners department.
Even if he's 1 year old?
So a really small cap, a really small shoe, and apparently this child doesn't have manners.
Nah.
No, he was hiding in the kennel. No, he's hiding in his dick hair. I don't suppose anything on the train's gonna break, do you? I'm sorry for something to do.
Yeah. This is a moment. This is a moment where I actually forgot I was supposed to go to the back of the train. So the rest of this part is me going. Wait a minute. What was I supposed to do in this particular part?
Luke, I think I'm lost.
I lost myself in a place that's just a hallway.
Wow. Did you get lost in Final Fantasy 13 or something?
No, it's impossible to get. It's impossible to get lost in Final Fantasy 14.
So wait, you don't get lost there, but you get lost here.
No, it's because well,
I guess it says that Professor Layton is more open world than Final Fantasy 13.
It's just that this particular game is a little puzzling. Let's say.
wait a minute. Are you serious that that was more open world than Final Fantasy 13?
Listen, Shiroi. Not only
are you serious?
Not only are every single environment in Final Fantasy 14 like a straight hallway where you can only go forward, they even have a map screen that has a little yellow dot telling you where to go, like it's needed. Apparently,
Holding your hand. It's
like we said, like me and Teo said, the first 20 hours of Final Fantasy 14 is a tutorial. I'm not even kidding.
We'll see you guys in the next part.
Indeed.
Yeah.